Hello, everyone. Oofta. God, okay. Going live is always interesting. So, so I'm trying to remember where do I look. Okay, so I'm going to look at my camera for now. I'm just saying hi first and just popping on, making sure that this is going good. So, I'm Evie. Hello, everyone. If you're watching the playback on this shortly after. This is my craft room, and actually, this is like 2 canopy lights or whatever, so, but we're gonna be facing down on my desk shortly. But my desk is like this way and to my L, and then as you can see, I'm a former like LuLaRoe consultant, and I sell things on Poshmark, so my room's a little bit of a disaster. And then this side is a day bed for my guests, since my other room is taken over for my daughter. I have a 1-year-old right now. If you follow me on social media, life period with period Evie, EVI, period. I have a 1-year-old daughter. I'm 37. Let's see anything else about me. Hi, Laura. Thank you for joining. What was I going to say? Oh, I live in Florida. So I am in the hot weather still. Actually, yeah, I mean, because our winter, it's like cold today and we're thinking it's like 70. So I'm sorry for everyone else that's in the colder states. I'm formerly from New York, the Bronx, in fact, but I moved down here about 12 years ago. So I'm completely a Floridian now. I have thin skin. I cannot stand the cold. My brothers and sisters still live up there, and when I go visit, it's only during spring and summer. So yeah, you know, things like that. And, you know, I'm having such technical difficulties. Well, not really. I'm not new to doing this. If you also follow me, I have hi Laura, we have a high 38 here in Mississippi. Whoa, I would die in Mississippi. I mean, it gets a little cold here. I mean, and Floridians bust out like their puffy jackets, you know, and sweaters and long sleeves and scarves, and we're a funny group down here now. I mean, even though everyone from Florida is from somewhere else, no one rarely is from Florida. Everyone is from somewhere else 98% of the time when you ask somebody. But we act like such big babies when it gets a little cold, like 70 degrees, and we're just like not having it. So I also have a YouTube channel. So if you like what you see today, if you saw the description, I'm keeping it very simple so that everyone can kind of follow along today. We're going to be using just the paper trimmer, adhesive, and your picture. And so what I'm trying to create is this almost like a basket weave effect, where we're going to have pieces of paper this way, and we're going to intertwine them, and so that it makes a nice frame. It has a high impact without having a lot of supplies. In case you're brand new to scrapbooking, I have ton of product at my scrap room, just because I've been collecting for 6 years. But I wanted to have everyone be able to follow along, because I thought about maybe doing a layout with a punch, like a circle punch and stuff, but I didn't want to feel like obligated to buy anything else if you didn't really need it. So we're just using a paper trimmer. We're going to be making some strips of paper, and we're going to see this nice layout come together. So I'm using the January kit if you're following along, but you can do this with any kit you have. So if you have the December kit, November kit, anything, you know, if anything, I'd say at least have 2 different pattern papers, maybe 4 max. And I'm going to use 4 just so I can cut into a lot of these papers. Hi from New Jersey, Anna. Oh my God. My brothers and sisters live North Jersey, and it's crazy. My sister was shoveling the snow and everything else. Windy as a devil. Yes. Hi, Eva. Can I follow along on screen? You certainly can, Jennifer. This is going to, like I said, I'm going to keep it fairly simple and hopefully walk you through it the whole way. Not to say fairly easy. It's going to look really good, but we're going to take it 1 step higher than classic scrapbooking, just because I want like this effect with the paper, with this weaving element, so you can totally follow along. So go ahead and get your paper trimmer, or scissors. You don't have to have a paper trimmer, double-sided adhesive, and at least if you wanted to like follow me completely, I'm going to do 4 different pattern papers, so each band of the frame will be 4 papers. But if you only want to use 2, just grab 2. That will work well together. Ooh, Linda from California. So what's the weather like there for you? I wonder about California. I know that the owner here for scrapbookingstore.com, she's in California, and I think it's like weather like me, you know, like 70s, 60s right now. You know, when we say it get cold, it's like 55. Yeah, I'm in West Palm Beach, Florida. Not born and raised. I'm a transplant from New York. Transplant. So I've just been here, and I'm loving it. I mean, we bought our house. We have our daughter now. She's 1. And if you, well, I always say, I'm going to come say, if you follow me on Instagram or YouTube, I did a scrappy chat recently too. I'm actually a chiropractor as well. So we just bought our clinic, and it's the first time. I'm 37 and we're taking that big plunge. So we're like, we're business owners too now. But this has been a passion since high school. So I've been a long time doing this. Now, it's 77 here. Yeah, okay, so great, like me. You know, it's kind of like, you know, long sleeves shirt kind of weather, but we can still get away with wearing a tank top. So what was I going to say too? You know, this is going to be a little hard. I will say something. I have to probably get my computer in order to read your comments, or, oh, I don't have my iPad. I should have brought my iPad. You know what? I'm probably going to have to get my husband's phone or something, just so that I can see comments, because otherwise, I know, like, because I said I'm going to tilt you guys down. This is my new, like, station, so like this, so I can work, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to read the comments. That's the kicker. So 16 people are with us. Let's get started. Actually, let me just make sure I'm here. Sorry. Let me see if I can get my computer going. That way I can read your comments still. I can't stay. I'll have to catch the replay. Okay, Miss Linda, well, thank you. Pleasure meeting you. It's going to be fun. Hopefully I'll be on again in the future to play with everyone. But I think I left the link to my YouTube channel in case you're at all interested. No pressure. But I do try to post at least one process video a week there. And it's been, you know, good fun in that regard too, because I get to, like, still interact with people, or my Instagram as well. Let's see. Okay. 929-349. 929-349. 929-349. Sorry, I'm just trying to log in on my computer real quick so I can see comments. And I think we have it. Okay, we do. Okay. That way we can get started and I won't miss anyone's comments, and we can do this together, okay? Okay, here we go. See, don't you love technology sometimes, especially when it cooperates? Okay. Okay, we're good. Actually, and I'm going to take off the volume there, and I'm going to put this to the side, and we will get started. Aha. Okay. How do I make this bigger? Sorry, folks. See, this is the only part that I wanted to make sure I got good. All right. We're good. We're live. We're doing it. Hopefully I'm seeing comments. Comments. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put my camera down and we're going to get started, and I'm going to make sure that the frame is good with everything I need to do. Okay. 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 Okay, I think we're good. All right, everyone. So let's get started. Catch the replay. Okay, so this is, I'm working with the entire January kit. So I've been waiting to go live for a while because, oh, and it's going to be upside down a little bit. I don't know if I can switch that. Okay, well, I'll try to do as best I can to show you. So maybe, see, I'm sorry. I haven't gone Facebook Live in a while. See, my angle's all weird. Okay, so this is just a Christmas picture, so I am trying to keep it winter-esque, and I'll probably crop it a little bit once the layout is done, and then we will go from there. So that is me and my husband and my little daughter in that photo. So I haven't cut into any of the kit yet. So the entire kit is here. Now I could have, but then I would be dealing with like random scraps of paper and didn't want, well, I could have done that too and showed you what you could do if you already had made 3, 4, 5 layouts with your kit. But I wanted to keep it fresh just so that you can have an idea maybe the next time or in general. But maybe after this, I'll be able to, you know, make a couple more layouts and rather quickly, and then show you how I can use what's left over. So I got the sticker sheet, and I have both sticker sheets, so we'll use the alpha for titles and everything else. What I'm also using as a background, and this is completely up to you, is I like these 2 bases. These are the 2 bases that I liked in here. This one is called the journaling cards, which is in the back. Now, don't get me wrong, if you already used it, it's okay. There's also this one, which is called Chilly Day, and it's just a nice beige template, which I always like the neutrals like this for the background, especially for me and my work, because if you watch my channel, I do tend to add a lot of mixed media, meaning I like to add modeling paste or run it through stencil or something, but we're keeping it, like I said, very easy because we don't have time for drying. So I'm going to leave these two out. These are going to be our base, okay? Then what I've also gone through is considering what patterns I like together. So like I said, we're gonna do a weaving action. So I definitely love this light blue with the stripe pattern paper because we're gonna be cutting long stripes, and I thought those complement each other quite nicely. You could possibly also use that one, but I like these two. And then I'm torn between, I was liking this set, the navy polka dot with this plaid. I'm really liking this one as well. Oh, thank you for liking my little girl. I'm in Cali girl. My family is back there. Awesome. So then I like these two together as well. And then I do believe if we use these four, so this is what I was saying about 4 pattern papers, I think this could work really well. The color, the light blue is in, you know, all 3. There's navy here, and navy here. And then the red is the pop of color. So I do like the way these look. And this is just kind of my process I'm walking you through as well. No pressure if you want to use any of the other ones. If you like the 2 reds, you know, like that could work too. So just decide, maybe if you're photo 2, I printed my photo black and white. That's always my tip when you're, you know, have a colorful collection. Print your photo in black and white because it doesn't matter what the paper collection is, then you can use any photo that you have. But say I kept this in color. We were wearing hunter green for Christmas this year, so his shirt was completely green, the lace on mine was green, and it was nude underneath, and then hers had like 3 different colored greens, and then that was like a red headband. So the red could have worked, but I just made it easy enough. So for you, if you wanted to use like these 2 papers together and only use 2, this will work out the same way as well. And even this one really works good. You know, just again, showing you my process. Like this, like the blues complement each other that are used in both of these. Okay. So for all the other pages, we can put them aside because I'm going with like my blues right now. And I'm keeping both pattern papers out just in case, because I haven't decided, and I like to make my layout as I go a little bit, and that way you can see if you want to swap out whichever one. So for this as well, we probably will be using the stickers. We'll see if we can fit any of these stickers into it as well. I'm definitely going to try to make anything work. Okay. So, for your paper trimming, I thought the best amount was going to be, I think it was a half inch strips. Yeah. Let's go with half inch. Again, you can also do whatever measurement you want. If you want them to be a little bit thicker, you can make yours 1 inch, or you can go even thicker. Just depends on the look that you want. I'm going to start off with half inch. We'll put like one side of it together, and if we think we should go further, fatter, we certainly can, and we can add that, okay? So cut about, let's do 5, let's see, 5 of them. Let's see. So I'm just what's good about the paper trimmer is that you have the markation, so this becomes very easy to do rapidly. Okay. And what's also good, consider too, I know I pulled 4 different papers, but if the back side worked for you as well, you could have done your second paper with the side B of your pattern paper, or not. So either way would have worked. And I think 5 would be good. You know what? I'm just going to make 6 just in case, because I'm just making sure that we're going to have a decent band around our layout, our base page, okay? Okay, so that's half inch on those. And then half inch on these. So I made 6 total, okay? 6 total. Now, I've done this technique twice in the past. And in the past, I only did it favoring one corner. And it is a great element to the layout. It always draws your eye, which is why I wanted to take it even a step further this time when I'm doing it and make it as a complete frame. And that's why I said too, I'm doing 4 pieces of paper, but if that's too busy for you, you can certainly just stick to 2, and that would be just good too. And like I said, we're gonna put this first corner together, and then actually, if I don't like how busy it might become, we might just stick to 2 pages too. So let me see where we're at so far. So like I said, I have 2 options on the background. And the thing is though too, remember, this could be done on white cardstock if you didn't want to use one of your full pages for the background. Actually, I think this would be good. I probably will go down to though maybe the 5 because I think it might be too big. Okay. Oops, sorry. Am I in frame? Okay, gotta make the frame. Sorry, I'll push it forward a little bit because I know that this is the end of my table. Okay. Sorry, folks. Like I said. New camera arm, new everything, and I'm trying to be conscious of that. Okay, so when you take your other strips, you're still going to lay them as is. Get that out of the way. And we're going to start basket weaving them on this side. So when you have it, so that's what I mean about it might be good with just 5. I know I have 6 because remember, we're probably going to have 6 over here and 6 over here. So when you're doing this, it's going to, you know, obviously put your photo directly in the center with this high impact frame. And what is always good about these two is that you can show off a lot of the pages in a collection. So if classic weaving is just under, over, right? So and actually, you know, it's probably going to be best if I space this out a little bit to do the basket weaving part, because it's going to get a little tight. Okay. So I'm starting right over here, and then this one will be over. Okay. And then, since we did over here, we'll go under now on this one. And just be patient. I know it's going to be a little frustrating. Okay. Under, over, under, over, under, over. And work delicately, and if you rip something, it's okay. We have plenty of paper to make a new one. Do not beat yourself up. Over and under. So like I said, we're doing the 6 strips right now, but we might fall in love with just 5 if it gets too chunky for the frame. Okay. And like I said, so when I've done this before, I also did it with thicker strips of paper. I think I did it like with 1-inch strips. And that works just as much. So you can see how cool that effect is already becoming. And this is where I said for those that may not want it too busy, you can just do the opposite corner in the exact same way. But just know, so if you're sticking to 2 papers, realize what will happen. You'll have 2 corners that'll be the intertwining opposite pages, and then, you know, this corner and this corner will be woven in with the like ones. Okay, so that's a look too, but just know what you're gonna get with that look. So just a different thing. So like I said, I might choose to do that anyway once this is together, if it becomes too busy adding in the other pattern papers. And what will also be your choice is, for instance, too, this is where I said on the first time I did it on another layout, I left it only in 1 corner because, say for instance right now, if you're loving the way this looks, because we left it separated as well, you know, this could be where you leave it as well, and you can either position it, you know, this way with your photo and then a title, or, you know, this way, the photo and the title, and you can leave it as simple as that as well. I'm always into titles. Do not feel like that's formula as well. Scrapbooking, there are no rules. You do whatever makes you happy to look at. Okay, so that is what we are working with so far. So you can see the navy intertwined in this corner. So what I'm going to do, because what I originally thought was going to do, I'm going to smush them a little bit closer together because I did think I was going to keep them rather tight so that I can get all 4 edges. Okay. And then I'm going to move these closer together too. And this is why I said about using double-sided adhesive, because if you were to start using a liquid medium, which is also fine if that's what you have, you're just going to start having some wrinkling in the pages until it dries. And to keep it just kind of moving along, I like just using double-sided adhesive, okay? So that is where we're at so far. So I'm going to leave this there, and then I had liked these 2 pages as well. And so I'll most likely, when I do this, I'm already thinking about it, the stripe page will be on this side to keep the 2 patterns apart. And then the light blue will most likely be on this side with the strips, okay? Like I said, I'll do it. I'll hopefully move a little faster for this so that I can see it. Because if I think as well it'll be too busy, I'm going to cut more strips of both of these, and then we'll put it together in that regard too. So I'm going to get my paper trimmer out again, and we're going to do 1/2 inch strips again. Okay. Okay. And if you have any questions, by all means, I will be able to go back and read the comments. Don't feel like I will be ignoring you at all. And be happy to watch the replay. Again, I'll still be here for you. Not a problem at all. And most likely I'll post this layout on my Instagram page as well. That way you can, you know, see it, and I'll take some close-up shots, and that way you'll be able to kind of know what I did at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, I had to count. 6. Okay, so that's that one. And then... And, you know, notice too that, you know, for me, I think, who says it's best? If you follow in a lot of in the art world, I love Jane Davenport right now. If you know who Jane Davenport is, she's an Australian artist that does these beautiful, whimsical girl figures and faces. And she always describes when she's adding like other elements or collage pieces onto her pages as, you know, she's auditioning them, you know. So what you're doing is placing them around, seeing if you like the way it looks. If you don't, you remove it, you try something else, and if you do, you leave it and you keep on working forward on your project. So I like that expression, you know, auditioning. I'll be back on our Facebook and YouTube as well. Oh, perfect. Okay, great. That way we have people there. Okay. Okay. So, let me see. So like I said, I'm going to keep the opposing pages on this side, and we'll see how it goes. So, in and out. Oh, let me make sure I'm in frame. In and out. In and out. Oop. Okay. And when you're doing now this side, not to say it gets easier, just still be delicate, because you still can move things, but you don't want to unravel it. And I don't want anyone to get frustrated. In and over, in and over. Oh, see? Even I have to like double check myself. So, over, under, over, under, over, under. Okay. Over, under, over, under. Oh my goodness, you did meet her? I love that you met her at Creativations. That's awesome. I did see that she was on there. Oh my God, that would be such a fangirl moment for me. I have all of her books. I have a lot of her products, especially now that they're available at Michael's. They're wonderful. They're so wonderful. And that's what I mean too about adding mixed media. Like for me, adding like a colorful background of watercolor and, you know, stenciling and things. Oh my gosh. Like, I love it. And I only got introduced to mixed media, honestly, like maybe 4 years ago, and I've become obsessed with adding it to my layouts, because I also, back before, used to just be a classic scrapbooker, nothing but paper, supplies, stickers, and my scissors and punches, and that was it. And now that I found Mixed Media World, like, I'm obsessed. Like, I go through Gesso. Gesso is like paper primer, like milk. Like, it's just, oh, I ran out of it, time to buy more. Oh, all the time. Okay, so that's where we're at here. And I don't want to squish these together yet until I weave through this one. And like I said, we're auditioning it, and then we're going to go from there. So what's going to be now, remember this last portion, you're weaving it through this side as well as the other side. So this one, just be calm. And let's just start going. So over, under, see what I mean? Over, under. Because as the papers lay, you're not going to be able to move them as much, but we're certainly going to try. Okay, over, under, see, under, over, and under. Okay. See, this last one's going to be a little bit of a booger. Okay. So you can see where we're going, and let me just do one more strip, and I'll be able to tell you if I'm going to keep it or change it to a fully, just the two kinds of paper, and that's it. Okay, over, under, wait, over, under, see, over, see, over, under here. Ugh. See, it gets a little tricky, and your eyes play tricks on you. Under, over, under, over. Okay. Doop, doop, doop. Wait, see, messing up. Oh, this one. Here. And then over. Okay. So, like I said, it'll be a little tighter. Okay, so let me see how I'm digging this too. So, okay, for me, don't get me wrong, the more the merrier. And so I do think I kind of like it with both pattern papers. I'm not gonna lie. So, and this is what I mean. If this is already gone cray-cray for you, just cut more strips, like I said, and you'll have two corners where this will be your corner, and then in this corner and this corner, they will just intersect, which could also be fine. So, you know, actually I'm torn because it is kind of busy, and the only thing what I'm also concerned with is because of our title being used with these letters as well, I feel like they're gonna get lost on it. And like, remember, since this is a perfect square, I can also say it'll be this way. Well, what I also feel is maybe with the 6, it's been 6 pages, it'll be a little too wide, and yeah, we might not like it. Okay, so I'm gonna probably pull the trigger, folks, and I think it might be too busy. Now, let me see. If I take, let's see, if I take one layer out, and one layer out, and one layer out, you see how it can open it up a little bit, so you get a little bit more of the beige white if you were doing it on white, which can settle it down a little bit more. I'm wondering if I actually need 4 out so that this could have a nice border. I'm probably going to cut this so that it is a square photo in there, and then we might have a nice area to put our title right underneath it. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm just like design-wise planning out, is just where I like to have a title. Not every page needs one. Just got the kit today. I love all the papers. Good. Oh, good. Yay. Yeah, it's all blues. It's all red. It's really, really fun. So I love this kit as well. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm going to cut more strips of this and this because I do love the plaid. I love all of them, but like I said, my thought process that this might be a little bit too busy actually, even for me, even with kind of making it only 5 layers of paper thick. So, okay, so what I'm going to do as well now is cut more this and this. So we're going to take this off, and I'm taking this off, and I will use this on another layout. See, these things can happen. This is why we thought process everything through. And I'm thinking too, okay, see, this is why we're hanging out. If I do the blue on blue here, all 4 corners will stay decorated. What I was thinking before about only having the 2 is if I did the blue through here, and then 1, 2, 3, did I take out that one already? And then this one through here, so that these opposing ones will be the different ones. Choices, choices. Okay, see, this is the tough stuff. These are like the little design elements that we need to kind of handle sometimes. So if we were to do the strips, I'm going to cut more of this. If you do the L shape with each of them so that they touch, you'll have a weaving corner with just this, and then the opposite will look like this. Or if we swap them, then this will weave there, and then this will weave here, and all four corners will all have this. And I think I like that because as a design element for the page, this is what we want our layout to kind of focus on too, is this gorgeousness with the weaving. Okay, so this is going to be a focal point in all four, and that's how we've been able to keep this layout simple without having all sorts of different supplies. With just using our kit, you can create high impact layouts. It can be done. So let's cut more strips. I'm going to keep it to 5. So I have 1, 2, 3. Okay. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So I still have to recount. Mom brain is like a real thing. Let me get these out of the way. That's why I'm losing my marbles. Okay. I need one more. Okay, so I have all 5 of those, and where's my polka dot one back? So, again, you can replicate this with any collection you get. It's a nice, you know, even if it was a summer collection kit, you could do this and showcase your photo quite nicely because in essence, we're creating a nice frame and we're highlighting like 2 of your favorite pattern papers in that collection, which is awesome. Okay. All right. So let's start weaving this as well. And I'm sorry, I keep on wanting to make sure that this is always in frame. Okay. Over, over, over. Under. Okay. Over, over. Right? Okay. Okay. This is where I said, don't get frustrated. Okay. Okay. And the last one. Doot. Doot. And doot. Okay. Doot, doot, doot. La, la, la. So there we go with that corner. Okay. Okay. Right? Is that right? Now, should I be crazy enough and do it through this one too while I have it available? Okay. Bam. All right. See? Coming along. Coming along. So over. Okay. Alrighty. Do, 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 do. And then over, under. See, this is where I'm going to keep on checking up top to make sure that I don't pull that weaving out. Okay, boom. Okay, love it, love it. Are we liking the way this is coming along? Whoever's able to join me right now, we liking it? Or you already gave up? Don't give up. Stay with me. Stay with me. Okay. Doot, doot, doot. Over, under. Okay. Okay. So you can see where we're going. Okay. Under. Good, good, good. Awesome, guys. Or girls, I should say. Okay. So it's coming along. Coming along. Oh, gosh. All right. See? One more strip. And then we have to configure it to glue it. Okay. Last one. Under, over, under, over. Okay. All right. Let's see. Do, do, do. Not over. See, even your eyes plays tricks on you. Okay, pull that one out a little bit. Pull that one out a little bit. Over. Okay. Ah! See, it's coming undone on that side. All right. I will not panic. I will recover. Right? Was that? Okay. Okay. There we go. All right. So, this is it so far. Will there be a replay? Oh, yeah. Nope, yep, it'll be played back here, love. It'll be played back here. Sorry, I was reading some of the comments, too. Okay, so here we are with our impressive framed woven background. So, as you can see, the beige shines through. Now, what's good, because this is almost behaving like one piece, what you can also do is audition this one as well. And since I kept it kind of right on here, I'm just going to slide it off to this one. Oh, and I kind of like this one too, just because of the wood planking complements what we have going on as well. And that could be a really nice design too. So I'm torn. This is like really a 50-50 shot between the wood planks, which are looking great, or doing it this way. I do kind of like both. See the choices these kits do to you. I'm wondering if I actually want the planking though to complement going this order with the navy, because I like the navy as my left and right column, and then has that. Yeah. I think I'm liking the wood planking better. Okay, I think I'm gonna stick with this one. All right. Yeah, I love the wood backgrounds. Okay, good. We're on the same mindset. Yeah, I'm thinking this one looks really good. But the other one can work well for my next layout. We'll be using that one as the background. Okay, so we're liking where this is at, so I want to start adhering it down. Now, if you have the ATG, this is like my good old faithful. It's big and clunky though, so I do also have the little Tombow ones, which might be fine for this right now, because I need to get into a lot of little nooks and crannies with this, and the big ATG might be overwhelming. Okay, and then remember, I will be cutting this down to probably be a 4x4 cube picture, so that way it fits right in there, and then we're going to go ahead and add some cute little elements and stuff. So, all right, so let's go ahead and start adhering and committing to this down. So what I want to also remember is for me, I think I want to have the navy come up right to the edge, or we can have it get a little bit of a border. I mean, I do kind of like the border too. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna push it in just a little bit so that we get a little like 1/4 inch wood border on the sides as well. And I think that'll add a little something too, just so that it almost makes it a little bit snug. And let's get the spacing good on all of them too. So I want them kind of like a 1/4 inch too. Okay, I'm just scutching and going, scutching and going. Okay. All right, I'm working on this corner first, sorry, in case you were like wondering what I'm at too. And then we have this side, so I'm just having them peek out just a tad. Okay, so I might definitely need to work in sections. We're going to keep it as much as we can intact, but you know, can't promise at all, because that one also came undone right there. Okay, and only because I'm trying to create, just like I said, a little bit of a border, so I'm going to have it line up to see some of the wood grain on both. I'm on the edges. Okay, so here we got that one. Good. Okay. And the same, so I'm going to have a little bit of an edge here. It's looking good. That's looking good. Pull this one down just a little. This one's a little too far here. Okay. Okay, and what I will recommend, because I know this is going to get moved a lot right now, I really will start adhering this corner, then this corner, because at least we'll start creating a little bit of an anchor area where it won't be all over the place. And so, for me, truly, I might try to do some strips in this kind of area, but honestly, this will probably get into some of it, but I feel we can like rub it off. So I'm just blindly putting some down and seeing how this will adhere. Okay. There's the border, there's the border. Okay. Let me make sure before I... Okay. 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 And this one has come over. Doot, doot, doot. Sorry, this is like the little bit of the time-consuming portion. Where it's just a matter of preference. Okay. I think I'm happy with that right there before I push my hand down. Okay. All right. I'm just committing to that, and then what I'll do is for the little pop-ups right now, we'll just put a little bit of adhesive so that these, like I said, won't budge. Okay. Okay. One corner. All right. Now let's go into this one. This one's mostly done. So what I'm making sure is A, they'll lay flat, and B, we have that little bit of a border. Okay. And that is looking good right there. I'll just bring this one over. Oh, not too far. Ah, see. Okay. See, don't be rough. Don't be rough. Don't be rough. Okay. Okay. So since you can see some of the buckling that's happening, so I'm gonna put the tape down, and before I like smush it on, I'm gonna make sure I take out all this slack and kind of like iron it this way. Okay, so that'll be how we work with that wrinkling a little bit. Okay, so bring it up. Okay. Just making sure. Oh, see, sugar. Okay, and they're here. Okay. Okay, good. All right. Progress. Okay. Okay. All right. Voila. Right? Is that pretty good? Yeah, I think it is. All right. Good job, everybody. Good job. Okay. So, oh, wait, see? We got the edge. We've got this. We've got this. And there we go. Like I said, I have a 1-year-old, and she's obsessed now with Moana, and that playlist is in my head. I find it I hum it all the time now. It's so funny. Disney is like the ultimate movie creator, and like things that are catchy and can be like on repeat. Oh my gosh. I'm becoming a Disney mom for sure. Disney mom for sure. Awesome. Awesome, Gina. I love it too. I'm glad that we're everyone's liking this so far, the way it's coming together. That's always makes me feel good that doing something that is of value and that everyone clearly enjoys, or else I won't be invited back. And it's been fun. Okay, so I'm just, like I said, spacing, getting this all good. I'm just squishing it together just a little bit more before I adhere this corner down. And I'm liking right there. So with this one, and even for me, I'll show you like my edge right here, just because of how I glued it over there. It's not sinking perfectly to the edge, but that is not going to drive me crazy, okay? For some it will, but that's just, you know, some of the beautiful error in what happens for us. Not a big deal to me. If it's a big deal for you, just be more cautious, because this is where I messed up right here. Oh, she's obsessed with Moana too. I know, in a row one day, that was me last night. Like, in order to kind of like woo her to more of a calmer, settle down time, yeah, we have Moana on the tube. And she just sits there captivated. Captivated. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So, just making sure as I lay it down. Perfect. Okay. All right, let's cinch these sides. Okay. Okay. Almost done. At least with the background. So, like I said, a high impact background with your classic supplies given in a kit. And, you know, you don't have to have all the stickers. Of course, all the stickers are fun and adorable and good, but, you know, you don't have to go crazy, especially if you're just starting out. That's why kits are you know, perfect. Because A, you already know your papers, A, work together perfectly. B, they already come with the embellishments that work with that kit perfectly. And C, you don't have to go out and buy tons of extra other stuff, because the work's already done there for you, and you can just simply scrapbook your wonderful memories. And I'm just putting some around there to get some of these settled. That one. Okay, one's coming undone. That one's probably going to have its own separate adhesive. This one, this guy. Okay. Okay, and so for that, like, I'm going to have to take out some and then go okay, into it. Okay. Okay. Now let me anchor it here, okay. Of course, we run out of one. Don't worry, I have backup already. Okay. All right. So again, I'm just going to try to get a little bit of adhesive just to anchor some of these down and to prevent some of this buckling that is occurring for some of them. And over here too. See, sometimes it's perfectly done, and other times we'll have a little bit of buckling to deal with. Again, I'm okay with that. What's most important for me is that it gets done. It preserves my memories. And I like it. All right. So what I'm going to do is cut off the branding strip at the bottom, just so that we can kind of see where this is taking toll and where is it going. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is where we're at so far. I am digging it. I hope everyone that's with me still is digging it. All right. Now let's trim the photo, because that's where we're going to be going next. Now, for the photo, like I said, I want to make it into a good, decent square. So mine has a little bit of a hangout. I'm going to have to cut off the top of my hat, of my tree, line it up at 4 inches, and I do like where that is. I don't care that her feet and my hand get cut off, because I think, let me just make sure before I cut anymore. Yeah, a square will be perfect in that area because it is square in nature. So I just want to mimic that. Now you could leave it as a rectangle too. Do not think that is incorrect. You certainly can. And there is what it's looking like so far. Okay, so in order to bring in some more of the red, and what I feel like I'm going to do, some can leave it straight in the center. That's fine. I might feel like I want to catty corner it a little bit just so that like my title, and I'll do a few embellishing and put some of the little stickers and stuff around the place. But what I wanted to do too is say, usually I like to matte in black so that it pops off the page. But with this one, since it's already a nice neutral, we have the navy, light blue, and this red, I kind of feel like I want to bring in the red element again a little bit more and do the smallest, thinnest red border so that the red is a little bit more into the layout as well. And so this is always where I get torn myself when I say I don't want to cut into my pretty paper because I like this red. Will I want to use it again on something else? Do I like the background paper? I love the background paper with the snowflakes. But I made a New Year's resolution for my scrappy style, and it's called Cut Into It. Because what happens is because I become a hoarder, and then all of a sudden I have this paper still for a year because I've been scared to chop into it, and I need to tell myself to use all the pretty things and get it in my albums and get my memories scrapped, because there's no point in holding on to just paper for years. Is that just me? Or is there anyone else that's a hoarder? Why did you leave the strip on until you were almost done? Not any particular reason, Miss Martha. I could have taken it off in the beginning. I just didn't. There's no reason why I didn't. It was just, I forgot. Okay, so for my titles, now sometimes, I can, I don't know. There's sometimes when you buy stickers, they're already made for you. So when you have a whole alphabet at your disposal, I lack creativity sometimes on what to name this. But I almost feel like memories. I could write like holiday something. But I know we have this to use, and we have, where's the other chart? Okay, and we have this, and I did say I was going to use the snowflakes as well. And we have these. Okay, so this is where my little creativity will start to kind of like peek into little places and use the little elements that come with it as I start to place. So for instance, like I definitely want to use like all of these little snowflake elements. And you can feel free to put them wherever you like. I feel like I want to have like a lot of interest with things like poking out of some of these little areas like that. That way it just adds some interest. Yeah, see the red background? We're loving it. See, you see where I'm going with this. So here's that that red one. Let's do like a navy one too, like tucked like over here. And it's just a place, and when I'm thinking of stuff like this, it's just, I always think of a visual triangle. So if I have it here, here, and here, I need something to kind of come up as well. That way it doesn't just look like I don't want like my eyes to not follow my photo. So just keep like that in consideration too. Just kind of this ultimate like rule of 3 with the triangle, kind of where you visually will look as you are, I don't know, viewing someone's layouts and such. I've always heard this kind of said to me, so I do always keep it in mind whenever I'm doing it. Some of these are hard for me to use, especially like the little words and such, only because like, bundled up and things like that. I'm like, it's not cold here. How do I use these? Okay, so let's put like winter cheer. I like this one, like right in here. Just to kind of winter greetings. I love that little piece too. And they can tuck, they can hide, they can go under, like that, just kind of tucking it under there. It's always a fun little feature. Snow, it's not snowing. Winter is mitten weather. Oh, I love how cute that is. Okay, and I do want to use like the little bear and the little snowflake too. So my title, gosh, what's my title gonna be? Like holidays? Happy. I can just make it as simple as happy, or like happy holidays. Is there one that says holidays? Sometimes I like to think of that too, like if there's a word that said holidays, to add like this, you know, font, and then one of the stickers. Winter is coming. Warmest winter wishes. This is snow. Happy snow? No. Frozen in time, baby. It's called Season of White. I like that one. Happy snow. Yeah, maybe I'll just make it like happy snow all bundled up. I'm just trying to use like another sticker as well. Happy. Love you, baby. It's called winter. Hello, winter. I think I'm just going to go with happy. I feel like happy will fit right in there. And then use that little snow bunting flanner, and then like the little polar bear guy. So I think that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to kind of, like I said, audition again. I'm going to write out happy. And let me get my little booker. Okay. So again, I know probably not the most original title. Someone would probably get a little bit more creative, but you know, this is where I'm at right. Happy, because it could be happy holidays. If I had a holiday word, that could work, but happy definitely is the emotion in this photo. You know, yes, last year was technically her first Christmas, but she was like truly like 2 weeks old last year. She's my holiday baby, so she just turned 1 in December. So we're gonna say that this year, I mean, she got to enjoy opening up presents. Just the paper she was mesmerized with, nothing else. She could not care that it was Tickle Me Elmo or a walker or whatever else she was gifted this year. She wanted to shred apart paper into the most itty bitty bitty pieces for us to pick up. That's where she was this holiday season. Okay, so happy. And then I'm going to use this. Actually, let's see where I'm going to put the bear, because I really want to use this guy. Stop it. How cute is he? Okay. There we go. And I'm putting his feet a little bit over it just so that it looks like he is standing on something. I wanted to use this snow. Happy snow. I know it's not snowing, but like I said, I like using all these elements because they're here, they go perfectly. And what if I use this little guy too? Love it. I think I like them both on this side. So I'm going to move this little snowflake. Oh, that's kind of pretty down. Okay. Okay, I'm going to use both of them. No judgment. We'll push this guy over here. Do you think I can work in the snowman? Frozen in time. I do love all these, and I love the little, let's put a little bit of a red. One cold day. And actually, these could be cool too, these little edges as well. So like, what if I take the edge, and if anything, oh yeah, my photo is not completely pushed down. So if, ooh, that one almost came undone. Okay. If I kind of have the edge on the sides there, that could be a little bit more detail. So I'm going to snip enough to be there. Okay. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Okay. Happy. And on this side. So actually I can make it maybe on this side. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And again, what I'm just doing is just creating a little bit more interest around. I feel like I'm going to do it on the top too. On the top, that way your eye can just travel around to all of the elements that we have. Okay. Liking it, loving it, loving it. Where'd my little snowflake pack go? That's what I wanted to get, those glittery ones. Here. These are pretty. Okay. And love them. Okay. Maybe I'll have this poking out too. I always like tucking elements as well. It's always a nice feature coming from behind. On this side too. And if anything, we'll move up the happy. Okay. If anything, this one. We'll move over here. A little conglomerate. Okay. Okay. Like this corner seems a little bare. Okay, let's get that there. Let's I feel like these colors are a little bit different because of the green, but we can make it work. We can make it work. Okay, let's see. And winter fun. I'll bundle up. Oh, let's use this little guy. And I'm just trying to get a little cluster here. We have a little cluster here and then down here. So that kind of triangle going around too. This one will stay slightly more bare than the other ones. And I think that's going to be okay for this. And what I actually want to do is maybe pop this up on some fun foam. Just so that it's a little bit more dimensional too, so it doesn't all stay flat. So fun foam, I usually get honestly, let me show you. It's like a rainbow pack at Walmart. It's inexpensive craft foam. I think it comes with all these sheets for $5. It doesn't matter the color that you use, but if you like adding dimension, I highly suggest picking fun foam up from your Walmart, and it'll add nice dimension to your layouts. One side sticky, and then of course you do have to go in with adhesive to add in the rest. So I always usually contact this one on here, so that way that's there. And then you can use this as well, but I find that sometimes that comes undone, so I usually use this sort of double-sided tape or the red line stuff, because it'll definitely stay a little bit better. And I just find that the fun foam is just, especially if you go through a lot of dimensional dots, like pop dots and stuff. I used to go that route as well, and that route is great. I just find that you'll probably lose, not to say lose, go through it a lot, and so you almost are hesitant to use dimension, and I like using dimension. So fun foam, the crafty stuff, works really well. Of course, it's going to be an absolute little pain to get these little pieces off. Okay. Okay, we're near the end. For some too, I know sometimes journaling is a very important element too to someone's layout. For me, I also used to worry about writing a lot on my layouts. Clearly, I took up a lot of the spot of writing, but for me, as long as maybe the date's on there, I would be fine with just that. And, even if I did a little bit here, let me move this one a little bit. So it's truly up to you how much journaling you would like to have on there. And so that's how the fun foam works. So you can see a little bit of the dimension slightly up. And if anything, we can just tuck more things back there. So if you ever have tons of ephemera pieces, tucking them under is always really fun. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that would be good. Frozen in time, maybe it's cold outside. I just want, actually, I almost feel like I want like a red element. I'm feeling like maybe this, something up here, because again, like the red, and then I want like the red up here. So I'm feeling baby it's cold outside. Is that the only red? Or I can do the mittens or that snowflake. I'm feeling this. Maybe it's cold outside, and we'll hide a little bit of this bulky thing. Okay. All right, and I think I'm liking where that's at. Okay, let's see. See, and like what's also good, see, like they have a few of these stickers too. You know, like you could add this one or this one, and that could be your spot where your journaling is at. You know, could work really good as a little collage element there. If you were still wanting to do a little bit more journaling than I've provided, or even this label sticker here too. This could, you know, tuck right there, you know, and definitely give you your spot to journal a little bit more. But, you know, let me not use all my stickers on my first layout. This is what happens. The first layout, you always use all the pretty things, and then there's fewer elements for anything else that you want to create. I also, let's see, do any of these work? I could actually make a few of these work too, you know, but we're adding another color, so the black would be very bold on this layout, and right now I have the color of the red, you know, here working well. If I do black, and you can do black, I feel like you would have to add like 3 elements, like something here, here, and here in order to tie it in, because the black would pop a lot right now. So I'm going to stay away from using this for this layout. I'm going to use it again. I'm going to save the last of these for another layout. And I think we're going to say that this is done, everyone. I think I like this the way it is. So I'm going to flip it around just so that you can kind of see. I know you've been a little bit upside down with me. The final look. We have a great high impact design using the papers only that come in the kit. You can create this with anything, but we have this high, you know, visual appeal on all these corners, and then added the stickers that come with the collection, that it makes her a beautiful layout. And what's also great about the kits now, for all the rest of the papers, all the pages will match. So I can go ahead and still document other holiday layouts from the season, and they'll all kind of coordinate in a nice manner, and that's what's important too. So my other thought, if I didn't do this one with you folks, another thought, and I'll just kind of demo it real quick so that you know where to go to next, because that's where I might be going, is taking, now instead of strips, you're going to be making squares. So this is just my tip for the next layout that I am trying to go ahead and do. And I'm going to make like a bunch of squares. I'm thinking they're going to be, should I do 1-inch squares? Maybe they'll be 1.5-inch squares. 1.5, because that'd probably be a little bit more of a demo. So 1.5. So what I'm going to do next, so this is what I was going to do this time too. We're going to make 1.5-inch squares, right? 1.5. Let me just show you real quick. And repeat that 1.5-inch square with as many pattern papers as you want or don't want, okay? And you're sort of going to make a grid layout. But what's going to be cool when you have these elements, so say you did this piece paper, and which other one did I already cut into? And let's do this one real quick, just for the sake of my little demo for your next layout. I'm just giving you a tip. You don't have to follow me, but this is what I wanted to do if I didn't do this one with you folks today. So say you have all of these going on, and I'm just giving you some ideas. So say for the next one, okay? Any awesome layout, great idea. Okay, so like I said, here's coming my next layout preview. So we have this, and you'll start having like this grid going on, and you can use the opposite ones too. And you can either leave it as so where they're, you know, perpendicular. You can have them on an angle, okay? And the thing that I wanted to do too, if I on my next layout that I'll be able to do with this kit, or and another one, is you can leave it as so you can see where I'm going, and then you'll have this whole thing. But to take it to like another level of just like prettiness, cut these squares in half on the triangle. And what you'll also be able to do is layer, say like you'll start putting this one on this, and get these added features of both pattern papers on one of the squares, and it'll just become something all new. You know what I mean? And it'll be really pretty. So then here's like, we took this one, and you don't always have to have them here. You can even coordinate it like that. And you'll start having this intricate design element as well. So that's kind of where I wanted to take my next layout, is just this idea of squares with half triangles. Cute layout, thank you. I think it's because you're trying to do and reverse everything with the camera. Yeah, I know. Because it's flipped upside down, so like, yeah, it's crazy. So that's why I wanted to kind of view it so everyone can see the final layout. So this is the first one. I hope you've enjoyed. This is where I'm going with my second one, kind of this grid 1.5 inch square, and then having some of the elements so that you can see a lot more of the pattern paper as well. And I'll go from there. And we'll make this one as well. This one will be a little bit of intricate too. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed your time. My name is Evie. Follow me on Instagram at life.with.Evie. I did link my YouTube channel. I will be back again in the future, and follow me because I'll be able to post this one and other ones coming over with this kit still, because I have plenty to still use. All right, I'll flip it over just to say my final goodbyes. Hi, everyone. Okay. I hope everyone's enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to try this. Awesome, Mary. Awesome. I love this. This is always what's so good about, you know, I always say online scrapbooking, because I have one in real life friend that scrapbooks. My sister doesn't scrapbook. No one that I really have friends scrapbooks. So all my relationships are online with you lovely ladies all the time. And that's how I keep going, because we influence each other, and you inspire me and I'll inspire you, and back and forth it goes. So it's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you've enjoyed your time with me. Let me go see what my kids are up to. My kid is up to, both my kids, my husband. They're probably watching Moana or Frozen or one of the two. It's been a pleasure. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.